All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Chris Renshaw here to play some Arkham Horror. Let me know if you can see and hear me in the chat. I made a few little improvements using my lapel mic here, so I don't have to keep talking into that microphone there, since I'll kind of be all over the board here. Move that camera up just slightly. All right. Probably should have zoomed that in some. Okay, let's see. That's not bad. It's not perfect. It's not bad. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Good thing about having a mute button here now. So here we go, Arkham Horror 3rd Edition. We have everything set out. We are playing the Underdark Waves expansion, specifically. The scenario we are playing is Tyrants of Ruin. This is the first thing from this expansion. Sorry, I've moved all this, bumped this stuff. I had it all set up and then narrow walkway. So here we go. This is the first setup for Tyrants of Ruin. We've got the base Arkham places here. We got Miskatonic University. We have North Side, East Town, and South Side. And then up at the top of the board, we have Innsmouth Village, the Innsmouth Shore. We've got some clues already spawned at a couple of places. You've already got a bunch of doom all over the board. We've got a couple of bad guys here. And then give it a second just to see if anybody else pops on, and then just a second I'll start reading all these cards out here. This is Arkham Horror 3rd Edition from Fantasy Flight Games, the new Innsmouth expansion or Underdark Waves expansion. I guess I could have the box out. Not that you could see much of the box anyways. All right, so maybe that wasn't worthwhile at all. All right, so let's get started. So Tyrants of Ruin, the story. Oh, I forgot to say we are playing the chef, Zoe Samaras, and Father Mateo, the priest. And so someone just sit in chat, let me know if you can see and hear me all right. That way I just know I don't need to fuddle with anything. And Father Mateo has a Signum Crucis talent, which lets me test a willpower, will -1. For each success I roll, I get to choose an investigator in any space to discard one condition, recover a health, or recover one sanity. And then a Hold Back the Darkness spell that basically I can do a test to not resolve the Reckoning effect this phase. And then Zoe over here has Zoe's Cross, and then a Chef's Knife. And Zoe's abilities: after I defeat a monster, I can remove 1 doom from my space or recover health. And when I defeat a monster that's elite, I can become blessed. And once per round for Father Mateo, when resolving a test, I can spend a remnant, which I start with. It's this little purple token here. To re-roll 1 or all of my dice. And after I suffer 1 or more damage, I get a remnant. And we both are starting up here. I don't know if I should lay these down or not. Let me know in the chat if you think it'd be better. I know there's a lot going on here, so it might be hard to see. But we got both our characters starting up here in Innsmouth's Shore. So, Tyrants of Ruin, the story so far. Deep beneath the Devil Reef, which is way up there in the top. You can't even see it on the board. It's just way up there. Bring this down some. Yep, there it is. Deep beneath Devil Reef, the tyrants of Ya-Nethale rule the dark waves, yearning to suppress their ancient mortal frames. They stir beneath the water, sending their deep one progeny to corrupt the surface world. And if people were messaging me, I don't see them. Okay, there we go. All right, so the way Arkham Horror works in the 3rd edition is there's not a specific end game like in a regular board game. The way it works is each scenario starts you off by providing these cards in the codex, is what it's called, right here on the sword. And these cards kind of set the kind of unique conditions for that scenario and start the story, which kind of does this branching path of going through these codex cards here. And just kind of as things happen, good or bad, you branch forward. So like right now, I don't know how this scenario is going to end one way or another. All I can do is just follow the cards here. So let's start off. We've got the Terror. While the people you hope to protect cannot fathom the true depth of the danger that surrounds them, they feel it just as the heart senses the stalking wolf. The maddening evil that infects this place has grown too strong to ignore, and what passes for normal life has become impossible. So this actually puts in a new encounter, or a new mechanic that wasn't in the original game. So I read up a little bit on it, but we'll engage it here. So in the base game, what would happen is, think of like Pandemic, where if you have these doom tokens in all these different neighborhoods. If you had if you had 5 total on the board, or 3 in one area, it would basically explode and do this kind of gate burst thing, which put doom on the thing and caused bad things to happen. So that mechanic's removed because it was on one of these codex cards, which allows them to change up the mechanics. So in this one, when a neighborhood has 6 or more doom, remove all the doom from one spot on that encounter. So if like it's evenly spread, I'm only going to remove 2 from one of these spaces, and place 1 doom on the scenario sheet. Then spread terror in that neighborhood, which terror is a unique mechanic, and it's represented by these little can't really see, orange tokens. We'll just say they're these little orange tokens. Before you resolve an encounter with a neighborhood with 1 or more attached terror cards, encounter one of those cards. Action, you gather support and organize resistance to the threat, which is an influence roll. For each success you roll, you may discard 1 terror token or terror card from your neighborhood. That is an action we can do. We don't have to worry about it. It's not on the board right now. So by the way, anytime you hear somebody talking about success, that is a 5 or, I'm going to roll dice equal to my skills, and that's a 5 or a 6 is a success. So any 5s or 6s I rolls are successes. Next thing I've got here is Caught in the Act. You arrive at the Gilman house in Innsmouth to find no trace of the colleague that summoned you. So thus why we're at the Gilman house up there. His things are scattered across the room, and you apprehend a wide-mouthed local man attempting to slip out through the cracked and dingy window. You overpower him easily and locate a shining golden statuette in his grimy rucksack. When you seize it, he begins to rave, "Thieves, upstarts, you will not deny my king and queen the royal or joyful ascendancy. They will feast on your morrow." And it just reminds me of World of Warcraft. "I will paint my foot with your blood." The screaming continues until you force a gag between his wide slime speckled lips. That was just really hard to read for some horror. When there is 4 or more doom on the scenario sheet here, we're going to flip this card. So this is probably our bad things happen card. And then lastly, Cursed Gold. The gold figurine set with precious stones and human-like bones is warm in your hands and fills your mind with visions of the sea. The bulging eyes and rubbery skin of the cultist you've detained warn that you should limit your exposure to this twisted reliquary. Your friend warns you that something terrible was coming to Innsmouth and mentioned that he had found a secret key, essential to locating 3 extremely dangerous relics. Is this the key he mentioned? You need to continue his investigation and quickly. So I need 2 clues on the scenario sheet as well. And the way this works is we're going to go through, we've got all these different actions. Each character will get 2 actions. And then actions are like moving around the board, gathering resources, removing doom. The clues are gathered during the encounter phase, which we'll get to after monsters attack. But not only do I have to get the clues, which is kind of hard to do because we'll get to that, but I also have to then research to test to place them on here. So I have to move to an area with clues, potentially find the clues, and then run around and manage to get them onto the sheet to kind of progress that piece forward, all at the same time keeping doom low. So with that, so again, I have 2 characters here. I have Zoe and Father Mateo. Feel free to throw out suggestions in the chat. That was the idea behind this, was to be a little bit more interactive. So if you've got ideas for how I should go about doing this, then go ahead and shout them out. In the meantime, I'll just kind of figure out what's the best thing. So stating the obvious, things that we have to worry about. So we've got a doom up in Falcon Point. In Devil's Reef, all the way up there, we have a monster. We have a doom over here at the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Dagon, whatever. Prowling Abductor and a doom over here at Hibbs Roadhouse. If you've got a clue at at Miskatonic, Easttown, Northside. And then we've got doom. Now, normally I would say Southside needs a visit because it's got 2 doom, but they changed the way that doom matters. So it's not necessarily 5 or 3 in an area, it's 6 total. So maybe I'm less concerned about that. And let's see, the monsters. This is going to move towards the person with the lowest influence, which is Zoe. This is just going to keep spawning doom. So he might need to. That might be my path forward there. So yeah, I think that's what maybe I'll send Father Mateo out to try and get some clues. And meanwhile, I'll have Zoe go attack that entranced hybrid. I think that might be our best bet. So what it was, we got all these different actions we could do. First thing we can do is move. We can move up to 2 spaces and spend up to $2 to move even more spaces. So max I can move is 4 spaces. And you can't double up on any specific action. So I can't take 2 move actions to move like 8 spaces. I can only do each action once. So what I'm going to do is actually make it so you can see me, for one. There we go. All right. So what I'm going to do is let's have Zoe go first. So Zoe's going to move 2 steps over here to this entranced hybrid. I'm going to bring it down here because I'm basically engaging with it. And badam. Enhanced hybrid, dreamy deep 1. All right, so it's got 2 health, and I need to, if I fight against it, I have to do a strength test -1, and it's got obviously. All right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to now do an attack action. That's the way this works. So my attack is going to be a strength, and there's a minus. So the way this works is there's a strength in the middle of the thing. I know you're not going to be able to see it, but strength -1. So my strength is 3, so I'm going to take 2 die there. And then I get +2 because of my chef's knife. I get +2 as a part of an attack action. After I re-roll a die while resolving a test, I don't have anything necessarily to re-roll. I could use Zoe's Cross, but it's kind of early for all that. So let's see here. And now I just roll the die. All right. I got 1 6. So that is, whoops, that one. So I got a 6. That is 1 success. So I do 1 damage to the entranced hybrid. All right. And Zoe's turn is basically over at this point. Now we've got Innsmouth Shore. We got Father Mateo. So I need to move him down here to this side of the board. So I need to get to one of these spaces. However, he's closest here. So it's going to go 1 to move on there. And then I have to spend $1 according to the rules, assuming I'm playing this correctly. Spend $1, which moves him here, takes the boat. And then 2 puts him here, I think. Is that how I want to do it? I'm thinking, because, let's see. The way to do this, I'm trying to decide, do I want to try and attack the abductor? Because I think he's going to move up to, I think I want to let him go after Zoe. Because I don't want to take the chance of failing and then not being able to do that encounter. So instead, I'm going to do what's called a focus. And that is, I focus 1 skill on my choice to basically raise that skill. And I'm going to increase his observation, because I'm going to need that to get clues to the scenario sheet. And his observation is only a 1. So we're going to raise his observation. So now I get a bonus to those rolls. Now monsters are going to go, because both investigators have taken 2 actions. Monster's going to go. Each ready investigator activates, usually by moving. And then, I forgot, its speed, I think, is the 2, right? Pretty sure its speed is supposed to be the 2. Yeah, okay. That 2 I saw is the actual monster's speed. So this guy's going to move 2, so he's going to go 1. And then he's going to go 2 over here to Falcon Point. The deep one is engaged, or the entranced hybrid is engaged with me. So it is going to, oh, just making sure. It's going to attack me. And so it hits me for 1 and 1. So I take... and actually, I think this is done... So in Arkham Horror, the card game, you take the damage, but I think the way it works here is I start off with that many, and then I just lose... I lose the health. So I start off with 5, and then I lose 1 health. So we'll play it that way. And then I lose 1 sanity, so I need 6 more for that. And then I need... Oh, I picked 2 people that are 5 and 7. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. We'll see. I wanted to try out new characters, and there wasn't a ton of Seekers, and I didn't really like the Seekers that, at least for this setup and this scenario, I just didn't like the Seekers that they had. Alright, so now we've got everybody with their stuff. Okay, so I took the damage. I took 1 and 1 here. So monster phase is now over. And then now we get to the encounter phase. I don't get an encounter because I am engaged with a monster. Pretty sure I don't get, yeah, because I don't get the deep one location where I'm here. But instead, I am here at East Town. I don't have a monster here. So what I do is I go to the deck that says East Town and draw a card. And the way that clues work is when I went to spawn clues, I grab a card here from the deck. This says North Side. And what I do is I grab 2 cards from the top here and shuffle them all together. And then I put a token there showing that there's a clue in that deck. So in East Town here, one of the top 3 cards here is a clue card, an encounter to get a clue. So that's what I want to do. But we'll see. I got a 33.33 chance of getting it. So, and I just happen to draw it. All right, so what it is I'm at Velma's Diner, so I go down to Velma's Diner and I read the text. So the diner is warm and cozy as you remember. You may spend $1 for you or an ally to recover 3 health. I don't have any damage yet on Father Mateo. It feels like this place never changes, which then means it is a... I do an observation test. If you pass even the newspapers, the same one from last week and the week before that, you gain 1 clue from your neighborhood. So good thing I improved my observation. So now I'm going to roll to... I didn't look to see what happens if I fail. I forgot that piece. It's been a couple months since I've played. But I got a 6, so I don't have to worry about it. So this goes to the discard pile for the encounter cards, and I have a clue. So now on a future turn, I could then potentially get a clue on the sheet, and we're doing pretty well. Sadly, now this is where the game hits back. This is the Mythos phase, and I draw 2 tokens from the cup and resolve their effects one at a time. This is the classic. The game is going to hit back now. So I should keep my phone up. All right, there we go. All right, so this is now each token. I'm going to draw 2 tokens, well, 1 at a time. So first token I got is a blank, which is good and bad because, yay, nothing happens, but it also gets removed from the bag until the bag gets emptied. So now I'm going to draw another one. So this is Zoe I'm drawing for. And then now I drew a spawn monster. Draw the bottom card of the monster deck and place it on the board as instructed. So I got a prowling abductor. Spawn street at nearest prey. At street nearest prey. And the prey is lowest influence, which didn't we say was Zoe. So I'm going to go to the street nearest Zoe, which is right there, up there. So that's... So he's kind of getting surrounded. That's good and bad. And now we are moving to Father Mateo. And draw a Reckoning. So this is where once a round before Reckoning Effects resolves, I could test to not have that resolved. But the only thing right now is basically I trigger everything that has a Reckoning effect. The only thing that has a Reckoning effect is the scenario card right now, which spreads terror in each neighborhood with a Deep 1 monster, which is only here. So I think that might be worth just letting pass. So I put a terror there, and then I take a terror card, sounds like tarot card, and I put it there. And I have to resolve that before I could ever resolve an actual encounter. And I forgot how I could, oh, there's an action I could do to remove it. That's right. Okay. That's right. That's right. Okay. So that was the first one. Now I got to do one more. And the second one is I spawn a clue. Top card of the event deck, which we said is north side. So I'm going to spawn a clue at north side, which is good because there's 2 clues here. So I'm going to take the top 2, which could potentially be a clue. We don't know. And then I'm going to basically stare at something else so I don't like count cards here and end up trying to put the card on the top. That's kind of my deal, is I just have to kind of stare off at something to kind of lose track of which card is the clue card. And then I put that back there. And then back to player actions. So Zoe is kind of outnumbered. Yeah. Father Mateo might need to go for some backup there. We have the clue though, which is good. We'll do Zoe first, and Zoe's going to attack. So that was a 4 that we rolled last time. Same deal. And got another 6. So that's another damage, which kills the Entranced Hybrid. Huzzah! After I defeat a monster, I can remove a doom from my space or recover a health. No doom at my space, so I can get one of my health back. Alright. So that was my first action. So I got to do a second one, which is probably going to be move. It's probably going to be, well, they're both prowling abductors, so I guess, and I think this one has a doom. Yeah, that one's got a doom in it, so let's move there. I engage with the monster, so I could deal 1 damage to this item to test willpower and deal damage to it, but let's flip it over and see. It's only got 1 health, so I can't attack it though, because I already attacked and I'll be out of actions. So I am going to deal a damage to Zoe's cross to test willpower, which for me is a 4, and I'm going to deal damage equal to my test result. Come on, no 6s. Crap. All right. So now I'm engaged with that monster. I dealt the damage. Zoe is done. Zoe's going to become delayed. Which I just need to double check. I think I'm trying to remember if delayed means all you can do is stand up, or if you just have to take an action to stand up. It's the problem with only playing every so often. No, you cannot perform actions. Instead, the next time you could perform an action, you stand up, your investigator token, and skip that action. Okay, so I just have to take an action basically to stand up, and I can't do anything else until I do that. Okay. So that's it for her. Father Mateo. Do I get rid of the Doom or do I head to North Side? Or I could try and get the clue onto the sheet. I think that might be my best bet. And then maybe I'll move for action 2. Let's do that. All right. Unfortunately, no go. So don't get to move the clue to the sheet. But then he's going to move 1, 2 over here to the Arkham Advertiser. So all the monsters or all the actions have been done. Monster turn. This guy's going to attack me for damage. And when he attacks, I become delayed. And then this guy is going to move. Does he move and attack? Yeah, so it looks like he is going to move and attack. So now I have 2 of these dummies engaged with me. However, I could do this again, which I think I kind of need to try this again and potentially knock him out before he goes crazy on me. This time it's a success, so this guy dies without dealing me damage. Because that wasn't an action to do that. That's just like a response thing. So I could remove a Doom or recover a health. There's a Doom in my space. Or, I don't know if this is a legit thing, but I'm gonna heal, because I'm healing. It doesn't say heal, recover 1 health also usually means allies. And this means I could remove something from there. That's the way we're going to play it. Oh well. The game kind of it's Arkham Horror. The game's usually pitted against you, so that's the way we're going to play it. So both all the monsters have attacked now. So encounter time. I don't get an encounter because I'm engaged with the monster unless the terror ones work with the... I still don't think I do. Yeah. Okay, so I still have to it's only when I resolve encounter. I'm engaged with the monster, so no encounter there. So north side, draw a card. It's a clue. We are on the Arkham Advertiser. Minnie Klein is putting together a story about the violence in Arkham, but refuses to let slip any details. You may spend 1 remnant to share what you know of Deep Ones. If you do, she shows you all the notes she's gained about the attacks. Gain 1 clue from your neighborhood. So I do happen to have a remnant, which I will spend to get a clue. Lucky me. I forgot how you get remnants, because it's a good thing I had one. I'm pretty sure you only get them from using spells. That's what I think. $409.7. Oh, if it has a remnant icon, you get that. Okay. Have I defeated any with remnant icons? Oh, yeah, I have. So Zoe has a remnant. Okay. There we go. And we are back to... No, we're not. We have Mythos time now. So Mythos time. Time to go into the bag. We're going to do Zoe first. And I'm assuming y'all can see and hear me because I haven't had anybody say anything in the chat yet to say anything. So I'm just assuming the fact that the people are still watching. Zoe's first token is a blank. So she gets a reprieve for the moment. And then Zoe's second token she draws is a Gate Burst. Take the top card of the event deck. Place 1 Doom token in each space of its neighborhood. Yay. So Innsmouth Village. All right. Innsmouth Village. Each space gets a doom. Whoops, that goes over there. All right, so it's 1, 2, 3. So Innsmouth is close. Could be worse. Now I shuffle the discard, and put it back on the bottom of the deck, which is basically saying the next time I draw doom, good chance it's going into Innsmouth Village. Okay. So that was both of Zoe's Mythos. Now it's Father Mateo. He gets a monster, or monster spawns. Frenzied Hunter, spawn at unstable space. There is no unstable space right now, so it spawns at the starting point. Hey! Alright, and then for the second token, Doom, spreading Doom. Discard the bottom card and place a Doom token on the location marked. So it's going into South Side at Ma's boarding house. All right. And then now we're back to player phases. So, step 1, Zoe's going to stand up. Step 2, Zoe is going to attack the Prowling Abdicator. So strength again, -1, that's 2. I'm using the chef's knife. So that gives me a 4 again. And I got a hit. So this Prowling Abdicator is dead. Hey Brandbeard, how's it going? I defeated him, which means I could remove a Doom or recover a health. Let's recover the Doom, because, you know, let's do that. So, doing that. And then I have no other actions because I stood up and I attacked. So I can't do anything else. Then we have the father over here. Really need to get clues onto the card. So we're going to try and roll again. Nada. Nothing. So it's not going to happen. His second thing is we're going to get him into place at Innsmouth Village. So we're going to go 1, move him down the road. He has to spend $1 to do that. And then 2, we will put him here in the First National Grocery. There. So, monster time now. Actually, I think I've been playing this backwards again. Where they have, because it says most damage, not taken. So we're just going to fix that. So I can see quickly who's gotten the most damage, which I believe is Zoe in this case. Has taken the most damage. So this person is going to spawn and attack. Zoe gets attacked with the Frenzied Hunter. Oh boy. I am going to take a damage with Zoe's Cross to try and do some damage. Alright. 2 damage on to this Frenzied Hunter. However, not enough, and it's going to deal 2 damage to me, putting me at 3 total, which is really close. And then 1 more horror. All right, and once again, I do know encounters for Zoe because she's been locked into that thing, or been engaged with monsters this entire time. So Innsmouth Village is going to get, I do an encounter at Innsmouth Village. And I am at the First National Grocery. At the front counter is an open bottle of tonic with a label priming to fix what ails ya. You and an ally may recover 2 health. I haven't taken any damage. It looks as if this was bottled here in Innsmouth. You get a bad feeling about the ingredients and try and figure out what went into this bottle. I have to do a observation roll because these have been oh so great. Failure. If you fail, the dreadful smell of the tonic is unfamiliar. Take a horror. So the father doesn't drink. He doesn't know what the year end. He doesn't know what drinks things are. And then this goes on the bottom of the deck. All right. So now, Mythos bag. Mythos bag 4, I think I'm supposed to have been alternating, so we'll do the father next, is Terror, Spread Terror, which I think I just pull 1. Spread Terror in the unstable space, placing 1 doom and 1 terror. 1 doom? Okay, so I wasn't supposed to put that terror token on the board. I was supposed to put a doom on the board. Whoopsies. New rules. Alright, so I put the thing there. I have the card here. And then unstable space is Ma's boarding house. So another doom there. So someone's going to have to get to south side quickly. Alright, that was 1. And then 2 is Spreading Doom. Which goes to the Arkham Advertiser. We were just there. And then now Zoe spreads Doom. Hibbs Roadhouse. Yikes. And then the archives. Go over here to the archives for Zoe. Church leaders bless city. Catholic, Protestant, Greek, Jewish faith leaders unite. Response to sighting of Demons, Satanic Rites by Amelia Baxter, United Press. Headline, test willpower and resolve the effect based on my test results. So I have 4 willpower. All right, I got 1 success. You become blessed. Spawn 1 monster in your space. Great. Oh, thanks. All right, so what blessed means is now 4s, 5s, and 6s count as successes. This gets discarded and I spawn them. Just what I need is a monster in my space. Altered Beast. Okay. And I don't want to use the cross because it will die. All right. Now we're back to the top of the round. And it's time for some stuff. I think I should have been alternating turns there too. Whoopsies. So we'll just do Zoe first. Let her get rid of hopefully some of these monsters. Let's do a fight. All right, 1 success. Our frenzied hunter is dead. Which gets me a remnant. I'm also going to heal I'm going to heal one off the cross, so I could potentially use that again, because that has been oh so helpful. And I'm going to get a remnant. And then I think my second is I'm going to evade, but I have a really bad evade, but I'm also blessed. Let's see, what else can I do? Focus, attack, or evade. If I focus, I'm just going to lose it when I attack, or when he attacks me. So I guess I have to try and evade. So roll my one observation, and it's a success. So this is no longer engaged with me, and it's exhausted. So all right. Now we move to the father. Oh, let's do his ward again. Or research, I mean. Alright. He is not blessed, so I don't lose that condition. But he also failed. Surprise, surprise. Let's get him to ward. So he has 3 lore. Let's try and remove some doom. Alright, I got 1 success, so I've removed a doom. And that's unfortunately all the actions we get, because the father can't get his stuff onto the thing so we can progress the story. Alright. No monsters attack because the only one out is not engaged with me. And because he doesn't have Relentless, he does ready, but he doesn't engage with me. So now I finally get to see what these terror cards actually do, because Zoe actually gets an encounter. So it was 0 to 1 regardless of the thing that was up there. Deep ones surge through the area, chanting the names of their twisted divinities. Willpower. Or no, lore. Alright, I failed. If you fail, each name lands like a cut on your soul. Place 1 doom in your space. Then this gets discarded, and I get to do an actual encounter. I just need to check to make sure the terror tokens are a little weird in this regard. Okay, so I did that right the first time. Yeah, and I was not supposed to put the doom on there. The thing. There's been a lot of misprints in this book, which is not nice. So her regular encounter, she is in the Innsmouth Shore. So card. We're at Falcon Point. A fisherman has injured his arm and offers to pay you to help gather his nets. Gain $2. Ballin'. The net is snagged on something under the water, making it nearly impossible to pull in his haul. So I need to do a willpower check. So 3. So I pass. If you pass, you find an object in among the pale, gasping fish. or you find an object among the pale gasping fish, gain 1 curio. So I get a curio item. I think I'm going to take this lucky cigarette case. So that was her encounter. His encounter is again at Innsmouth Village. And he's still at the grocery. You arrive at the grocery just as Brian Burnham is opening up. He greets you with a broad, genuine smile. There's a sale on biscuits. People love them and they're going to go fast. You may spend $1 to take advantage of the sale. If you do, you have to agree that these are some really good biscuits. You or an ally may recover 2 health. Father Mateo has no damage and he also has no money. He is broke. So now we are back to potentially do Mythos. So Zoe went first. Her token is Archives. Mysticism Malfeasance. Occultism craze sweeps Arkham. Police warn most mediums frauds. Breacher boasts magic very real by Rex Murphy, staff writer, Arkham, Massachusetts. Hey, I know Rex Murphy. Test willpower, -1 if you fail, place Doom in your space. So my willpower is a 4, so I roll a 3. And it's a success, so no Doom. No Doom. And her second token is Monster. Just what we needed. Spawn at most Doom, which would be here. And then now the father is going to go. There's only 1 token left in the bag, and it is a clue is spawned in East Town. Now I have to put all the tokens back in the bag and draw from everything. All right. East Town, and then now all the tokens back in the bag. Just got to remember he needs 1 more. And I bought these. These are actually the separate Arkham Horror dice that I bought with back with Eldritch Horror, and I just kept them when I sold Eldritch Horror. I just put them in here. These are the dice the game normally comes with. Are these little? They're like the Warhammer size little mini D6s, but I like these because they also show the Elder sign on the 5s and 6s. Doom again. So Doom spawns Innsmouth Village at the Innsmouth Jail. Great. Guess where I'm going next. All right, we got 4. All right, that goes away, and we are back to the beginning. Father Mateo is going to go first now. He's going to move to the jail, and we're gonna have to ward. I can't really afford to fail moving over, trying to move over dice or clues. All right, that was a failure. Great. All right, so Father Mateo's done. All right. I think Zoe's going to have to go help. So I'm going to go 1, 2 on my move. spend the $1 to go here and roll her lore to try and see if we can get some of this doom gone. All right, 2 successes. Nice. That's 2 doom gone. And I think I get a remnant. You 2 or more, you gain 1 remnant. Nice. So, or whoops, that's hers. She's got quite a bit of remnants there. All right. Everything's done now. Monsters are going to go. Move towards most doom. All right, you're already there. So he's just going to kind of stay there. This beast is going to ready and move towards most doom. So it's going to go 1, 2. It's going to go there. All right. Innsmouth Village for the father. We're in the jail now. Constable Ropes is not terribly bright. He has a reputation for cruelty. You try and trick him into letting you look through the collection of things he has collected from prisoners. Influence 3. All right. I got a 6. If you pass, it takes a liking to you and invites you to help yourself. Gain 1 common item. So let's get an item here. Do we have anything that helps your... Just trying to think, because some of these things are 2-handed weapons, which means I can't do my spell, but having some attack might be a very good idea. So we're going to take this shotgun here. Father Mateo's got a shotgun now. And of course, a good 1-handed weapon now comes up. And now Zoe's going to get also Innsmouth Village. She is at the Esoteric Order. You walk through the empty temple and step up to an altar adorned with strange ruins. Lore. Four is a success for me, so I have passed. If you pass, you press down on key symbols in order and unlock a secret cabinet. Gain the Golden Crown. So look through here for a specific item called Golden Crown. Golden Crown. All right. I get +2 lore when casting a spell. Don't have any spells, but I suffer a doom or horror unless I place a doom in my space on a reckoning. Fantastic. Okay. Mythos bag. Father is first. Blank. Second one. Archives. Break-in a historical society. Criminals wore robes, masks, several artifacts stolen. Gang of occult-minded thugs could be anywhere. By Minnie Klein, staff writer, Arkham, Massachusetts. You suffer 2 damage and 2 horror unless you place 1 doom in your space. He's got all the doom in his space, so we're just going to go ahead and put the doom in his space because it's not like it's going to be a lot harder to do. All right. Huzzah! Clue spawned in Easttown. clues is not the problem right now. I think like all those are probably clues now. Second token is a monster spawned. All right. So grab from back here. Spawn at street nearest prey. Highest observation. It's both of us, so it's going to spawn right there. All right. Oh, that was the father now. No, that was both. I did both. Okay, I just put them in different places. Okie dokie. All right. So back to Zoe going first. All right. I think I may run with Zoe because she needs to, she could get down here and help out here. Let's do that. Let's go 1, 2, down here to the bottom, spending $1. So that was 1, 2 to there. And then spend an extra $1 to move to Ma's boarding house, and we will engage this monster. So I'm going to roll 4 against it. All right, 1 success. So one success on to there. Oh, I can have 1, 2, once per round. I'm going to add, I'm going to use that to make this 3 into a 4 to get a second success and kill that thing. Which gets me a remnant. And lets me heal 1 because I need some health. All right, and that's all the... No, we only did her. We need to do the father. The father is going to... Let's ward first. All right, 2 successes. So 2 doom, gone. All right, let's keep the luck train going. We're going to try and research now. One success. Finally get a clue on to the thing. We're halfway towards the first part of our goal. You know, like you do. So, monster phase now. These have both 2. Engage lowest willpower. They both have equal will. And they both have high, or this, he has highest level. So, okay, basically he's going to engage both of these. Might suck, but. All right. And he's going to take a total of 2 damage and 2 horror. Ouch. When I suffer 1 or more damage, I get a remnant, which he needs for his abilities. Okay. He gets no encounter. She does, though. Ma's boarding house in the south side. A guest damage some antique furniture. Either pay... either pay... Test will influence, which is 2. Or spend $3 to pay for the repairs. Dang, I'm short $1. If you pass or spend the money, the apology gain an ally. So I guess I'm just going to have to roll because I don't have the money. And a pass. You gain 1 ally. So I have Sachiko Haiga, who I get an extra 2 damage. Or extra 2 strength as part of an attack action. And she can take some hits for me. Alright. Mythos time. It's time for some mythos. Father went first. No, Zoe went first. Doom. Doom at the Marsh Refinery. All the way to the top of the board. All right. Second token is a clue at Southside. Hey, it's like we're there. All right. Now time for Father Mateo. Doom. Innsmouth Village. Esoteric Order. I was just there. Reckoning. So spread terror in each neighborhood with a deep 1 monster. Okay, so that should, this is the second reckoning, so this should actually, so deep 1 monster is, there is one, okay, there's one here, deep 1 monster, okay, so terror spreads here, Innsmouth Village, great, oops, there. All right, there goes that. Top of the round, Father Mateo going first. Let's try and see if we can get that second clue on there. Nope, not happening. All right. He's gonna get $1 because he has no money. Spend a remnant to oh, he's being attacked. Shh, I forgot all about that. So we're just going to redo his whole turn. So he's going to attack. So he rolls +5. So he's going to attack the Shadow's Predator. So he rolls strength -1, so 2. So 1 +5, so that's going to be 6 dice. Heck yeah, take that. All right, no successes. We're going to fix that. Now I'm going to spend this remnant to re-roll all the dice. Seriously? 6 dice, can't get any hits. What the crap? Oh, he discards a focus now because he was engaged with the monster. And I can't attack twice. Focus, attack, or evade. I guess I'll roll my observation to try and evade the Shadow's predator. Hey, I evaded. Cool, so that's one monster not attacking me. Alright. So now it's Zoe's turn. This is back. So Zoe is going to attempt to ward. Zoe removes 1 doom. And then... yeah. Disdain for success. I'm going to focus her observation in the hopes that maybe I can get a clue from her and maybe get it. Oh, I actually removed 2 because 4s count. Actually, I'm going to use my case and make that a 4 so that I remove all 3 doom, because that's how we roll. Yeah, and I get all these remnants that I can't do anything with. Can I trade remnants? Let's just say we can. So maybe instead of focusing, let's get back to up there. There's only $1, right, to go between areas. Yeah, $1. Okay. All right. So 1, 2, spending $1, and I could be on any space. Let's go to the jail. Okie dokie. So, Father's going to go first. Father is not engaged with anybody. So first of all, he's gonna do this terror card, 0 to 2. The beasts that prowl these streets have huge, crooked teeth set in their slavering maws. Willpower roll. Two successes. If you pass, you resolve to stop these creatures. Cool. Nothing happens, I guess, and this just gets discarded. All right. Now he is in the village. Well, before I resolve that, do I want to use his ability? Yeah, let's use his ability. I'll use that care. I didn't look at it. He's going to do willpower -1 for his talent, Signum Crucis. So 1 success, so I can heal 1 condition, 1 health, or recover a sanity from anybody. He's going to recover 1 sanity from himself. And then Zoe is going to get this card. Innsmouth Jail. A toast to the tattered king, comes a voice from one of the cells. A ragged-looking prisoner holds up a tin cup filled with fetid water and speaks to you as though you were both guests at a fancy gala. You indulge him in his delusion. Influence. Success. If you pass, he bows elegantly and passes you a ragged tarot card. Gain the 4 of Cups. It's a special item. It's the second special item I have. 4 of Cups. Once per round, while you're performing a test, if you are the only investigator in your neighborhood, you may re-roll any number of dice. That's kind of cool. All right. All encounters done. Time for bag. Father goes first. Terror spreads. Terror spreads. Innsmouth Village. Yay. Right where we are. All right. Second token. Monster. I don't think I took the damage from that monster. I think I missed that. So he's going to take his damage, which means he shouldn't have gotten an encounter, so I shouldn't have healed himself 1. So, and yeah. Oops. Altered Beast spawned at Most Doom, which is now here at Hibbs Roadhouse. Gate Burst. Top card of the event deck. Miskatonic University. Kapow, kapow, kapow. These all get shuffled. All right. Zoe's second thing is archives, because these always go oh so well. So-called Pharaoh speaks at Cambridge. Technological demonstration. Egyptian Nalaloteth masters uncanny science by A. Wong, Associated Press, Boston, Massachusetts. You suffer 3 damage and 3 horror unless you gain a dark pact condition. That would kill me, so apparently I'm getting a dark pact condition. All these are different with different things, so I'm just mixing them up. Grabbing one. Dark Pact. Now, the next time it's Reckoning, there's a possibility things could go even more bat crap crazy. All right, Zoe's first. Zoe's going to trade, and she's going to give all these remnants to the father, except for -1. And then she'll take the clue since she's blessed. This will probably get rid of my blessed condition, but let's, as her second action, let's try and... Oh, I forgot there's another monster here. It's just exhausted. Right. All right, she's going to attack the altered beast, which becomes engaged with her. And rolls 5 dice. 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, that is enough to kill the beast. She gets a remnant back. May remove a doom from your space or recover a health. There's a doom on her space. What's her health at? Her health is at 2. Now let's get rid of the doom. Let's get rid of the doom. All right. Now Father Mateo, he's going to try and shoot this guy to get him dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, -1. All right. There's 1 damage, 2 damage. I did roll a 6. Counts as 2 successes. So he is dead and gets a remnant. Which I should have gotten another remnant because he did take damage last turn. Cool, 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 cool. He has 1 action left. Let's say he kept the token since I knew that, or I forgot that there was monsters there. Oh, 1 die this time. Even worse, but I really need that second clue to go on the thing. 3, no go. All right, monsters. There's only 1 on the board now. Patrol. Okay, so it's going to basically stay there. Which patrol? I think more doom spawns, I think. Nope. Okay. All right. Monsters will move, so encounter time. Zoe's going to go first and deal with this card. There are 2 doom there now. The briny mist makes it hard to see anything, but you can hear talons and spines clicking against the hard ground. Observation. I don't see anything. 4, it's a success. If you pass, you see a shrouded form slipping away. Nothing happens. Yay, a success means that nothing bad happens. Now she gets an encounter. Jail. You look through the photographs from a violent crime scene that Chief Constable Martin has left on his desk. The pictures depict some scenes of horror and mayhem, and you have a hard time looking through them. Willpower. I failed my test. So I lose the blessed. And I don't get the remnant. Okay. And I think we're going to do Father Mateo's test now. So he's going to roll 3. So 1 success. So we're going to heal 1 damage from him. All right, Mythos time. Zoe went first. Zoe gets a blank 1 and a monster. Wake Titan. Spawn in unstable space. There is no unstable space, so it goes at the starting space. Everything back in the bag. Now the father's going to go. Father gets Doom. South Side, Ma's boarding house. We were just there again. Ah. And then his second one, Reckoning. Oof. Oof. Reckoning. So terror, everyone where there's a deep 1 monster, there's one there. So terror spreads there. Oof. Oh, I think these are supposed to go on the actual... There. There we go. And then Reckoning. Suffer a horror unless I place a doom in my space. I'll take the horror. She hasn't had as much horror. And then now I have to roll 1 die on a 1. Dep has come due. Flip this card. All right. Safe for this turn. All right. Now father's going to go first. No monsters. Let's try and get... Oh, no. He's going to focus so we can try and get this dang thing. So... Success! We did it, finally! Second clue on the card. We can finally flip this. Alright, the tainted artifacts are hidden throughout Arkham and the village of Innsmouth. Their ancient magic will corrupt the townsfolk and call hideous monsters from the depths of the sea to prey upon your friends and neighbors, in an offering to their corrupt and blasphemous divinities. This cult holds the sacred foul overlords of the Deep Ones. Mother Hydra, the Destroyer, is a terrifying and monstrous beast, unrivaled in power and ferocity. And Father Dagon, the progenitor, is surrounded always by a swarming horde of his raptionous offspring. Create the investigation deck by using cards 68 through 71. Shuffle the investigation deck. Add card 64 to the codex and return this card to the archive. So now we have a new goal, good goal if you will. Find the source. Your investigation has unraveled a few promising threads. You pray you'll find the cursed relics before the Deep One threat becomes too much to fight. White markers are leads. Face down white markers are still considered leads. When an investigator researches a clue, instead of placing on the scenario sheet, then we discard that clue to place a lead face up in the neighborhood that has the most doom and does not have a lead. Encounter, you may flip a lead in your neighborhood face down to reveal the top card of the investigation deck. If it's an artifact, you gain it. Otherwise, add it to the codex. After a Deep One relic is revealed, if card 65 is in the archive, add card 65 to the archive, or to the codex. After 3 Deep One relics have been revealed, flip this card. So I need Deep One relics. So when I research a clue, I discard that clue to place a lead on the scenario sheet, or on the neighborhood that has the most doom and does not have a lead. All right. All right. So that was his actions. Zoe's going to go. So now we're back to Doom and Clues. Doom and Clues. All right, so we'll go 1. Yeah, we'll just go move to there, basically. And then, sure, let's try a ward to get rid of a Doom piece. Not longer success. But let's add 1 there so that this goes away. Let's try and make things a little better. All right. Monster phase. This is going to go 1, 2 to there. Or no, towards unstable space, which is Ma's boarding house. So it's going to go 1, 2, I believe, to there. And then the other monster stays. Wait, there's most doom. Still the same. All right, so encounter time. Father's first, so Innsmouth Village. The jail still. Constable ropes jabs a truncheon into your shoulder and tells you that the police protection is not free. I need to influence him. Succeed. He walks away, counting his small and petty bribe, unaware that he left his filing cabinet unlocked. Gain 1 remnant. You fail, he said, I didn't fail. All right, north side. Not a clue. We're at the advertiser. The people of Arkham need you to know they're in danger, Minnie Klein tells you, but Doyle won't run the story without proof. You may spend 1 remnant to make sure an article is published. You do. Those whose lives are saved remember you in your thoughts and prayers. You become blessed. Let's do that again. Heck yeah. All right, father spawns a monster. Unstable space, so at Ma's boarding house. Second one is blank. Zoe spawns a monster. Street nearest prey. Highest observation is the father, so that goes there. Oops, that is there. Second one is Doom. Innsmouth Shore, the Marsh Refinery. All right. I don't have any money to spend. I'm going to go here. And I'm going to raise my observation also. And then the father has no money. All right, I'm going to get $1, spend $1 to basically go here to the shop and end there. So, and move towards most doom. So monsters are going to go. Most doom is 1, 2. It's going to go there. Unstable space is now the Marsh Refinery. So it's going to go 1, 2. All right. Zoe's first. Easttown. Clue. Velma's Diner. A member of the Bureau investigation offers you a meal. You or an ally may recover 2 health. Heck yeah, I'm recovering 2 health. While she asks you questions, you try and read her behavior and reactions. Roll an observation. Two successes. If you pass, it becomes clear she takes the threat of the deep one seriously. Gain 1 clue from your neighborhood. All right. North side. Curiosity shop. While picking through eclectic knickknacks, you come across a jade pendant carved with an eye and star design. The amulet makes you feel safe when you gaze upon it. You can spend $3 to purchase it. If you do, you become blessed. Don't have any money. All right. Token time. We spawn a clue in the Innsmouth village. Second token. Blank. Now Zoe, first token. Archives. Why even go on anymore? Opinion. Everything hopeless. The end draws near. Advertiser's final issue by Doyle Jeffries, Editor-in-Chief, Arkham, Massachusetts. You roll 1 die. I suffer a total of 1 damage or horror equal to the damage and or horror equal to the die result. 2. Great. I'm just going to give those 2 health I just got back. But I'm going to put them on Sechiko. Second token, monster spawn. Hybrid Thug, unstable space is Velma's Diner, which I believe is where I am. All right, Zoe is first. Zoe is going to attack the thug. And so it's going to be total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hopefully I can get 1 on all of these. Got enough successes. It did. I suffer 1 horror though. Oops. I have separate containers for the... Suffer 1. I can recover 1 though. Let's recover this one. Second action. I don't want to move in. Not yet. Oh, I have a clue. I guess I can try. Let's try Let's try and get a lead. Success! So what does this do again? All right, when we certain place it, discard that clue to place a lead face up in the neighborhood that has the most doom and does not have a lead. So neighborhood and the most doom, so this says 4. It's got 3, so it's gonna go here. Okay. All right. I think that's a brilliant thing for the father to do now. So 1, 2, he's going to gain $1 and then spend it to go 1, 2, 3 here. And that's his actions. They stay there. And then encounter. You may flip a lead in your neighborhood face down, reveal the top card of the investigation deck. All right, let's do this. Oh wait, we'll get to that in a second. First is that encounter East Town. All right, Velma's Diner again. Last slice, says Velma, indicating a nearly empty pie tray. You may spend $1 for you or an ally to recover 2 health. Nope. If you do, she tells you about the out of town, including some from Innsmouth and some from Washington, D.C. Dang it. What happens if I fail this again? Encounter. Okay, I just shuffle them. Dang it, all I needed was $1. Trying to weigh the way the card reads, I'm trying to determine, do I need to pay the $1 to gain a clue? Well, it says if you do, you're getting the information, so I'm assuming no. All right. Okay. Now, flip this card. Headdress of Yanthale. At the start of your turn, you may place 1 focus token on this card. Each focus token on this card increases your corresponding skill by 1. You may not spend them. Ooh, so he gets that relic. And I get to add card 65 to the board. Against the Deep. Finding all the artifacts will help you slow this threat, but there's only one way to end it. Destroy the rulers of Yanthale before they can ascend to the twisted form of divinity that they seek. You can use the artifact you discovered to lure one of the Deep One lords onto the shore. Choose wisely, such an attack will surely enrage the other monarch of the Deep Ones. You can discard one relic to take the card, spawn it Devil's Reef, and add it to the codex. You can discard one Deep One relic to take card 75, Mother Hydra, spawn it Devil's Reef, R67 to the codex. Oh, I have to do this now. Okay. Return to this card to the archive. You may only choose this option if they have fewer than 3 Deep One relics. Okay. I am going to return this to the archive because I think I need more. How many more rounds until I'm this victorious or go mad die? Well, here's the thing: is I haven't really. I've been kind of holding stuff off, so I'm not really going bad. I'm just dragging things out because I'm not progressing. So that's the thing, is I'm not really progressing towards failure because I don't have any doom on here, but I'm also not progressing the game because I'm not getting stuff. Although I do finally have this, and I'm hoping that this will help me speed things up. That's why I didn't discard that to bring the other. Although, do I want to? Actually, yeah, because this game's gone on long enough. So let's discard that. An investigator discards a relic. Do I want to spawn Mother Hydra or Father Dagon? What do you think, folks? Mother Hydra or Father Dagon? Dagon. Let's roll a die. Don't want to mess with the mother. Well, I think the mother's going to come out regardless, but all right, let's do the father. Take 74. And then add card 67 to the codex. Or no, it's 66 to the codex. Brah. All right. So, Father Dagon. You've drawn Father Dagon and the horde of his raptious spawn out into the open. Once you defeat him, it's only a matter of time till his consort Mother Hydra comes for revenge. When he's defeated, instead of returning card 74 to the archive, place it underneath this card. After you damage Father Dagon, you may spend any number of clues from the scenario sheet to deal that much additional damage. If he's then defeated, flip this card. Okie dokie. That was the encounter step. So, all right. All right, so Zoe's, now it's Mythos time. Zoe gets a Doom. North side at the Arkham Advertiser. And then Zoe gets that. Unstable space neighborhood. Okay. So we spread terror, which is Arkham Advertiser. So there, which is north side. All right. Father Mateo gets a clue. Miskatonic University, which is where he is. Kind of feeling like we go ball out to get to him. second action. Archives. Masked Man Mystery. Strange visitor spotted on Arkham streets. Pedestrians note sinister air. Police advise do not approach. By Minnie Klein, staff writer, Arkham, Massachusetts. Choose another investigator in any space. Spawn one monster in that investigator's space. It engages that investigator or in another investigator in that space. So there's only one other investigator. So that delays my plans a little bit because I was going to try and go after the dudes. Spawn a monster engaged with that person. All right, Father Mateo is going first. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get up there. Trying to decide here. Kind of want to march Father straight up through here to try and take out some of those baddies. I'm going to just gain $1 and spend it. Let's end up here in the police station because I could use some items or anything. And then Zoe's got fighting to do. So let's do this. Strength of 3. And then, oh! That spawned and engaged with me. Instead, when it did that, I'm going to deal a damage to Zoe's cross to test willpower. Come on. All right. And then I'm going to use my cigarette case to make that a 4. And kill it when it spawned, because it spawned engaged with me. All right, and now I have my actions free. I defeated a monster. Remove 1 doom from your space or recover health. I don't think there's any doom in my space. So I'll heal health off of her. Frick. Have I defeated any elite ones? I don't think so, but that was a remnant. So here's the problem, is I need some money to get back over to there, and I don't know if it's worth doing. All right. Does this guy move? No, he just lurks. Alright, so I'm going to end up there, spending my second action or first action getting $1, then spending it to get over to there. And then, I already did Father Mateo. Monsters, these guys are patrolling. This is going to hunt towards heist. Okay. So this is going to engage with me. So the same thing happens. And I got 2 successes. So 2 damage onto it. But it attacks me, and I'm at 5 of 7, Yui. Give her back 1. Take the other one. And then, so that was that monster. This was going to move unstable space, which is Arkham Advertiser. So it goes over here. Those guys stay. How did monsters resolve? Because that might determine whether that guy gets healed or not. Okay, so I think this dude gets healed. Dang it. Each deep one monster recovers 2 health. Poo. All right. Encounter time. That's right. Do I want to do... Oh, I want the encounter there. That's right. East Town. All right. Police station. Prisoner lashes out, overpowering 2 bruised and bloody officers. The only way to save them is to calm the attacker. 3 for influence. And it passed. You see the humanity return to the prisoner's bulbous eyes, and he confesses his crimes. Gain 1 clue from your neighborhood. Got a clue from a neighborhood. Got in 1 little fight. My mom got scared. All right, and then Zoe is engaged, so she doesn't. So Father goes first. Father draws Gate Burst at Innsmouth Shore. Oh, poop. That does spawn terror. It's the first time I've had that happen. All right. We've all doomed from 1 space and place 1 doom on the scenario sheet. We need 4 more to do the bad stuff. Then spread terror in that neighborhood. So terror increases. And that was the first token, but that was the last token, so bag resets. All right, second token is monster spawns. You know, just what we needed right now. Spawn at unstable space. There isn't one, so it spawns here, the starting place. And then Zoe grabs Doom. Just what we needed. The Marsh Refinery and Falcon Point. Ah, dang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Crap. This is going back. This is going down really fast. I don't like it. Archives. There's no way this could go bad. Concerned citizens congregate. Civic leaders praise volunteerism. No action on missing persons, murderers by mini-client staff writer, Arkham, Massachusetts. Test influence and resolve the effect. Oh, my influence. Yeah, my influence is 2. All right, 1. You gain 1 ally and place 1 doom in your space. So that spreads terror again. Things just went from okay to bad real fast. But I get an ally. Ooh, as part of a ward action, I get bonuses. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, I have this dude to deal with. Son of a bitch. All right. So Zoe's going to go first. Zoe's going to attack. -1, so 2 plus the 2 from the knife plus 2 from the plus 2 from my ally. All right, and I'm blessed, so there is enough to kill this thing. And I get another remnant that Zoe can't do anything about. It's action 1. I don't want to move towards it yet. Not on a empty action. Let's get $1 just in case we need it for something. All right, father time. Father time. Okay. All right, father is going to actually spend his first action, get $1, and then 1, 2 over to here, engaging this guy. Let's get him off the back. All right. Oh, but that would be an engaging. No, that's wrong. Don't do that. Oh, wait, he was here. Not sure what to do with him, because I'll also get bonuses if I'm the only one there. He's getting close on help though. So, We'll move him one. No. We'll get the $1 for now. Oops, that's a $5. Let's get $1. And let's try and move a thing to the scenario sheet. Actually, no, let's focus and get another. Let's focus and get another one. There we go. Let's do that. Yeah. All right, monster time. This is going to move towards engage highest willpower, which is either one, so it's going to obviously move here and engage with me. And I'm going to take 2 and 2, or 2 and 1, sorry. So my new friend is going to get a lot of that. Grace Beckman. So there's the attack. And then it heals. Nobody's taken damage. Patrol. Move towards unstable space. Falcon or Marsh. It's going to move 1, 2. All right. Zoe doesn't get an encounter. He does. Do I want to do his test? Yeah, let's get in. Police station. This is where the police station should be, but all that's here now is the wreckage of an old brick building. I gotta roll observation. Wait, is this East Town? It says there should be a clue there, apparently. I must have knocked one of the tokens. All right, if you pass, you find the remains of the evidence room. Discover the building collapsed in 1954. You gain 1 common item and 1 clue from your neighborhood. I think we'll take the dynamite. All right, Mythos bag time. Zoe first. Gay burst. Innsmouth Village. Wham. 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 Second item. Doom. Innsmouth Shore at both places. All right, now Father, Reckoning, awesome. Spread terror in each neighborhood with a deep 1. I believe so. There's terror here, terror there. And then that was that gate burst. Then I suffer a horror unless I place a doom in my space. I'm going to do that. So ratchet up that doom and then roll a die. 4, debt does not come due. Second token I pulled for him was another doom. East Town at the diner. right. Top of the round. Time for father. Let's get something happening here. All right. So 1, 2 would put me there. Yeah, let's do that. Spend $1. 1, 2 to go there. And we'll have the father shoot this. So strength 2, -2, and then +5. All right. So there's 1 damage. Oh, that's 2 damage, actually. That's 2 damage. And then I'll spend a remnant to reroll all or one of my dice, because I've not been doing that. There we go. He did. He gets the remnant back. He did. And that's all the father's actions. Zoe's going to attempt this. Let's see if he can fight the monster. She can fight the monster. So she moves and engages with Father Dagon. All right. Epic monster, Deep One Herald, massive, elite 3. I don't know what the elite 3 means. Oh, it's increased by number by each investigator. Okay. It's increased by 3 for each, so it's a 6. Oh my god. Elite 3, there's 2 investigators, so it's a 10. Okay. Alright, after you disengage this monster, spawn 1 monster in its space. Alright, so it's a 10. It's 10. Fantastic. Okay, so strength of 3, -1, and then a +2 for the knife, +2 for my ally. Actually, I did become engaged. I'm going to go ahead and damage and get rid of the cross to, let's pre-do some damage onto it. So I'll just flip it over. All right, so I got to roll a willpower check first. Willpower. All right, I'll go ahead and use this to increase that 3 to a 4, which is a hit for me. So that's 3 damage off the bat to him. And then now we'll roll our actual. So 3 plus 2 minus, so yeah, 3 minus 1 plus 2 plus 2. Okay. Oops. Okay. Okie dokie, so that is 2 more damage. He's halfway dead. Just making sure I don't have any. I could re-roll an observation. Oh, what was the thing? I could do bonus damage if I, after you damage him, you may spend any number of clues to scenario sheet to deal that much more damage. So I could deal 2 more Let's hang on to that. It's not going to kill him, and I've got dynamite here. Or we could save the dynamite, and let's just go ahead and discard these to deal the damage. Save the dynamite for and a potential, the mother has to come out. That seems like a good move. So with that, it's in the investigator actions. Monsters go, so I take 1 and 2. I'm just going to get rid of this ally. Basically, she soaks all the damage. And then other monsters towards unstable space, which is Velma's Diner. So it's going to go this way. Those guys stay. Anybody else? And then heal. Does that include him? Oh, well, he's already engaged. Okay. Okay. So now encounter, I don't get one because I'm engaged with that thing. What is it? Possibility here. Oh, I'd have to deal all those terror things. I have to deal with them regardless. Oops. Okay. All right, well, I got to resolve an encounter first. And there are 4 there. Stoop figure trails the broken manacles that once confined it. Strength -2, so 0. If you pass, so I fail. If you fail, the chain is wrenched from your grip. Spawn 1 non-human monster. Great. At nearest street, nearest leader, so it's going to go there. Whether you pass or fail, discard 2 terror from your neighborhood. Woohoo! Now, do I do an encounter there, or do I do a test? Let's do the test to try and heal. All right, that's 1 success, because I already spent a remnant. Yeah, so 1 success, so you heal 1 damage, or 1 sanity. All right. Father went first. Father spawns a monster. Yay. Most doom. Spawn you there. And then spread terror at there. So East Town. Let's get another terror card. Then Zoe gets clue and another clue. Q. Get 2 clues. South Side and Innsmouth Village. Alright, it's everybody back to players. Zoe's going to go first. Zoe's going to attack. So, 2, 3, -1, and then the +2 and a +2. Alright, that's a success. That's a success. That's a success. So 3 successes. That kills Father Dagon. When Father Dagon is defeated, instead place him under this card. Okay, so I still haven't revealed anything or finished anything. So I need another relic again, apparently. But Father Mateo has 2 clues. So he also doesn't have any monsters. So, oh, but she has 1 more action to go. We're going to increase her observation again, too. All right, so let's do a ward. And we get 3 die now because we increased our observation. Not a ward, a research. But now we got to defeat the mother, I believe, is where this is taking us. And I believe the reckoning is the mother comes out early. All right, I'm going to re-roll. No, I only need to do 1, so I won't re-roll. I'll not waste that here. So instead I spawn, so I discard this and instead spawn one of these. Face up as the most doom and does not have a lead. So not here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hell yeah, I'm just gonna do it here where we are. And then let's ward for the last one. Last action. No. Let's get $1 for movement for future turns for that, because he needs it. He needs something. Okay. Monster phase. Move towards unstable space. It's going to Velma's Diner, so it's going to go there. Strana's lurker. Each investigator suffers 1. Oh crap! I forgot about that. So we're both at 5 out of 7. So this game could be over pretty quickly. Encounter time. So Zoe goes first, Zoe's go first. Zoe's at Devil Reef. Devil Reef. This is different encounters where I have to read the top and make a choice. A small sailboat is run aground on the jagged reef, where a traveler, his wool suit damp with sea spray, nervously offers to pay for a rescue. Gain $2. I can interrupt your search to help him to shore, or let him wait while you pick through the larger and sunken wrecks that surround the treacherous reef. Sure, I'll help him. It quickly comes clear that the trip to the docks will take more time than you'd hoped. You may become delayed to bring him into the harbor. If you do, he passes the time and tells you about the harrowing things he saw while he was struck out on the reef. Spawn a clue. If you do not, his face falls and he waits for an actual rescue. I'm not going to become delayed, I don't think. I don't think spawning one clue is going to help me. But instead, we're going to flip this thingy over. Father's going to get this thing. Ah, crap. Not a relic. The information you gathered led you here, but as soon as you cross the threshold, you know something is wrong. The smell of rotting meat assails your senses, and the heavy, filthy canvas blocks the light from the grimy windows. Your lantern shakes in your uncertain grip as you move towards the back room, where a flickering candle throws ominous shadows across the wall. The door you entered slams behind you, and the rickety floor creaks under the weight of something shifting in the dark. You've been ambushed. Return this to the arc. Spawn a deep one monster in your space. Alright. And then this gets returned to the thing, and then most dooms again is here this time. And then back to, we're getting there. Pretty sure that should be another artifact, which we could use to summon the thingy. All right, Zoe was first. Zoe spawns a monster. Street nearest prey. Just gonna be there again. And then she gets a blank. Father Mateo gets a blank. And archives. Foul footprints found. MU zoologist stumped. Authorities not concerned. Probably a hoax, says Sheriff. By Rex Murphy, staff writer, Arkham, Massachusetts. Let's test willpower. All right. I have not done that ability this turn, so I'm going to spend a remnant and re-roll some die, because I don't want to spawn another monster. Alright, oh well. Still gained a remnant. Spawn monster at unstable space, which is Velma's Diner. A lot of bad stuff is coming out now. Bag is restocked. It is Father Mateo's turn. And I think the way I'm going to work this is I'm going to go 1, 2, deal with these guys. And now I'm going to do my roll. So I have 8, 6, 7, but I'm going to discard this to deal 5 damage to each monster you're engaged with, and thus get rid of both of them, so I'm not even going to roll. Get rid of both of those. Get out of here. All right. That was the move and attack, so both of his actions are done. I need to get her into that section so we can get that thing. So I'm going to go 1, 2, spend $1 to go 3. And let's ward as our second action. And 1 success. So 1 horror comes off. And now It's monster time. So this says, move one Doom from this space to scenario sheet. Crap. That's not good. I need to fix that. Okay. Move towards unstable space is here. Towards an engage. Highest. So it's going to move 1, 2, and engage with the father. And everybody else is going to pretty much huddle. Oh, this guy. Move towards most doom. It's still there. Oh, and he attacks. So he's going to deal 1 and 1. I get a remnant. I'm just swimming in him now. And he's almost dead. Fantastic. All right. Zoe goes first. No, the father went first. Father gets a street. No, father's engaged, so he doesn't get an encounter. Zoe is engaged. And I believe she does a terror thing before she... so that is... The village does not have any. Cool. So we get an investigation card. Waken Mantle. Increase each of your skills by 1. But instead... I'm going to discard it to get, let's see, 75. Mother Hydra, 67. Okay. So I think I'm still going to have to get that last relic, but I figured spawning them's probably was going to have to happen anyways. Where did I pull her card? I pulled it. Where'd it go? Where did I put her card? Did I put it? Oh, I didn't. I put it back. Okay. Spawn it at Devil's Reef. Okay, there. All right. Back to Mythos. Clue. South side. Getting there. 3 hours later. Second one is terror. At our favorite spot. And then Zoe gets the archives. Asylum overflowing and new patients describe sense of dread, hallucinations. Doctors releasing some non-violent patients early by Rex Murphy, staff writer, Arkham, Massachusetts. You suffer 1 horror for each doom in your space. Crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm at 6. Is the game over when both players die or just one player? Probably should find that out because it's gonna happen here soon. Every investigator's defeated. Oh, I think you just come back as new investigators, maybe? Weird. Oh, that's how it wasn't. That's how it was in Eldritch. You just like, new character. But we may just call it as is if they die. I gotta draw another thing. Where did the bag go? Oh, it's in my lap. Blank. Thank God. All right. And now Zoe's turn. Let's see, I spent that because there's an effect I missed. All right, let's 1, 2, 3, spending $1. So she's got 6 health also. Test willpower. If I fail, suffer a damage and a horror. I pass. So now it's time for attacky tacky. So strength 3 -1 +2 +2. Oh, we already spent the clues. Dang it. Am I still blessed? Yes, I'm still blessed. Those are hits. I'm the only investigator in the neighborhood. I can reroll any number of die. And when I reroll while resolving a test, I add 1 to the result of that die. So let's do that. Heck yeah. Alright, so that's a success. And that's a 3, so I'm going to use this to move that to a 4. So we're going to deal 4 damage. And then this guy's going to attack, so 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's enough to kill it. Get a remnant. All right, I'm gonna spend a remnant to re-roll. I'm trying to put the clue, the remaining clue I have. Success. Where's that last token I had? Oh, I used it already. All right, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So great, it goes here. Alright, monsters attack and pretty much are going to kill Zoe. I think. Because it's 1 and a 2. Oh, I didn't remove... I do get to recover health because I didn't when I killed Dagon. But I think I'm going to die when all this happens. Yeah, so that's going to kill her. And only because we're so close, I'll probably pull another character out. Oh, and I think technically all these things drop up there. Seeker. Let's just pull out Stella. She's a survivor. She's a survivor. All right. She gets delivery truck and $3. Yep, we're going to do that, definitely. Oh, did I put... Yep, I did. Okie dokie. Back to finish this off. All right. So, a new challenger has emerged. I'm gonna put her in the starting space, assuming that's where it goes. All right, that was the monster phase. So, encounter time. Streets. She went first. Yeah, she did. She went first. Zoe went first. And she is... So she's going to resolve one of these. There's now 2 tokens there. The smoky brazier spits and pops as reagents burn in, offering, beckoning some foul creatures strength. Which, I don't have all my good things. Pass. Top of the brazier and scatter the ashes, and basically a monster does not come out now. Alright, I am in a scenic road. A basket of fruit stands by the side of the road, which is a sign reading, honor system, apples $1 per pair. The basket contains both apples and pears. You may eat the fruit to recover 2 health, and you may spend $1 to pay for it. If you eat without paying, you feel guilty all day, become cursed. I only have $1, so I'm not going to, because I need to I need to get to the other side of the thing over there so I can get the last artifact thingy. All right, Stella went first. Stella gets the archives. I'm so tired of this. We have no one to blame but ourselves. Opinion. Our choices have placed us on this path. New civic engagement required. Advertiser deserves his share of blame. By Doyle Jeffries, Editor-in-Chief, Arkham, Massachusetts. Place 2 doom in your space unless you gain a dark pack condition. Sure, why not? At this, well, no, because I don't need a. I guess I'll take the dark pact. That's very ominous right off the bat. And then the monster spawns. So I gotta shuffle these guys. All right, monster spawn, altered beast spawn at most doom, which we're going to throw there. And then father spawns a monster. Spawn at street nearest prey is lowest influence, which is Stella. So right there with the father. And then our next token is a reckoning. Let's test the thing so that reckoning doesn't happen. Oops. 2. Success. Reckoning doesn't happen. I don't want reckoning to happen. All right. Father's going to go now. He's going to run away. He's going to go 1, 2, spend $1, and attack this Titan dude. Elite 1 has 1 additional health per investigator. All right, so it has 4 health. Awesome. So 2 strength, minus 2 strength, plus 5. So I get 5 die. All right, 1 damage. We're gonna re-roll that. Bertram. We have enough damage now to kill it. So that goes there, and he gets a remnant. Can I pick up dead people's items? I think I can. That's why it used to be in other games. Ah, they're just discarded. Okay. So I don't get those items. They're just discarded. That sucks. All right, what is Stella, not Zoe, Stella gonna do? Each time you move out of space, any unengaged investigators in that space may move with you. Move up to 2 spaces. You may perform a trade action before or after this move as an additional action. At the beginning of your first action phase of the game, move directly to, after you use 3 or more spaces during a single round, focus a skill of your choice. I think moving to here is probably a good idea at this point, because she needs some items or stuff. Oops, this is flipped over. It's supposed to be like that. All right, monster time. Those are still there. Those are still there. All right, this moves 1 here. Move 1 doom from this spate on the sheet. Crap, forgot about that. Influence. So he's going to engage the pastor. All right, 4 doom or in the scenario sheet, flip this card. Deep One threat is all around you now. Hidden artifacts are calling to the beasts that lurk around under the waves and twisting the people with a persuasive and insidious evil. You cannot abandon your desperate search, but neither can you afford to let these these creatures roam unchecked. Okay, there are 8 or more doom on the sheet. Okay. So not much at this point. All right. And then he's going to take a hit, a health, and get a remnant, another one. I got like, I didn't have them in the beginning, and now I'm like soaring in them. All right. Encounter time. He's engaged with the monster. She can flip the thing now. To take this last card. Once per round, after a monster attacks you, may recover 1 health and 1 sanity. After 3 deep ones have been revealed, I can flip this card now. With the full raiment of the ancient deep ones under your control, you are confident that you can curtail the spread of their corruption while you thwart the ambitions of their foul masters. Remove 1, that Mythos token. Okay. Am I done? Wait, what? So nothing's telling me to how to, like, there's a win the game on this side of the card, but nothing's telling me how to flip that. Did I freaking win back when I killed Dagon? If so, that's dumb as frick. So you have to pretty much wait for a reckoning. If that was the case, I wouldn't have delayed the thing. Okay, well, so you can see things have been kind of wishy-washy. We're going to call this a tie because I'd have to rewind a bunch of turns because I wouldn't have gone over there because I wouldn't have needed to get the other thing. I would have gone straight and defeated Mother Hydra. I also would have let the thing spawn so that, or the reckoning go off. So I'm going to count it as a draw, tie, probably I would have won kind of thing. So that's all I've got, I think, the energy wise for this. So come back 8 o'clock tonight. So in 2.5 hours, we'll be doing our regular podcast. We've got a special guest coming on, and we'll be right back then. So thanks everybody that stayed and watched.